In a moment, in the wink of an eye, in a moment, as the world passes by, you can see a smile as it breaks, and the magic that it makes. In a moment, just a casual glance changes slowly to the maddest romance, a new life, a new attitude. In a moment's interlude.
Wise Guys Cooking is brought to you by Everson Spice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Frankie.
Take it, maestro. It seems we stood and talked like this before. We looked at each other the same way then, but I can't remember where or when. The clothes you're wearing were the clothes you wore. The smile you were smiling then, but I can't remember where or when. Some things that happen for the first time seem to be happening again. And so it seems that we have met before and loved before, right there on the floor, but who knows where or when. Hey, we'll be right back. Stick around.
Hi, I'm Frank DiSalvo, and I'm going to be speaking about my career in show business. I started out in 1966 when I saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan's show. And what I saw was a lot of girls screaming, and I knew that I had to play guitar because I liked those girls screaming like that. Anyway, I took off and I had about 6 or 7 lessons, and I did all my cowboy chords, and I had a band within 2 months of my lessons, and 5-piece band, and we did top 40 of the day. This was 66, 67, and somebody gave me an album by Eric Clapton and the Blues Breakers, and I got hooked on blues. And so for about 3 years, the band didn't do anything but blues. And during that time, I got to meet and play with B.B. King. I also met and spent time with Jimi Hendrix, and he was a big influence on my guitar playing. So was Eric Clapton, of course, too. And so back then in the day, I was just playing high school dances and stuff like that. And somebody said, "Wow, you're a great guitar player. I could get us a steady." And I said, "A steady? What is that?" And he goes, "That means every week." And I go, "Wow, really?" And so he lied to get me into a bar, and I had a trio that played in the bar every week, Friday and Saturday. And I learned very quickly when somebody had come up and asked for a song, they would put, if I learned it, they'd put green stuff in the jar. So I became a commercial guitar player. I learned everything I could from whoever asked for a song more than twice or 3 times. I learned a song, and that's how my career started.
Okay, continue on another story.
Okay, hold on, let me think of what would be the next step.
How you got involved in Palm Springs and...
Okay, so ready?
Yeah.
So, I always had bands, and in the 1980s, I was the house band in San Jose at the Italian Gardens, and I played every wedding. Nobody else would, they would hire at the Italian Gardens. We were the band. I stopped counting in late 1988, early 89, when I reached 1,000 weddings that I had played there at the Italian Gardens. So, and all during this time, even after, I always had a band. I moved to Northern California, and I had a country band up there. I liked all kinds of music, so I just, we had all kinds of things. But early 2000, we started a swing band, a 7-piece swing band. And it was called Swing City. And we were the only band up there that was playing some contemporary music along with the swing, Sinatra stuff. But somebody saw me from a big band from Chico, and they said, "Hey, could you do a Sinatra tribute with us?" And I said, "Sure." So I connected with the Swing Kings up in Chico, California, and we did casinos for a while. Then I moved down to Palm Springs. Okay.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Before you get into that, did you do anything in LA, like Hollywood or Beverly Hills or anything?
No, but back in the day, in the 80s, I toured up and down the coast for 2 years with a band, and we played Reno, Tahoe, and Vegas.
Okay. Now, how did you get started at Frank's Place?
All right, that's another story. So, as the economy really phased out in 2007, let's do that again. Let me turn this off. All right. So I was up in Northern California, and in 2007, when the bubble burst, I had a music store. I had to close it, and I thought, you know, I really want to think of going to a place where there would be a lot of music. And of course, Palm Springs came to mind. It took me 3 years to get out of there, but I came down here January 2011. Didn't have a job, and I had the car full. As a matter of fact, I had the vacuum cleaner and my golf clubs strapped to the top of the van coming down here. So we rented a place in La Quinta, and I said to my lady, I want to go out every night and sing at every club I can sing at. Well, we did that 2 or 3 clubs a night, and I went into Arnold Palmer's once. I think it was maybe about the 3rd or 4th day, and I said to the guy, "Can I sing a song with you?" And he goes, "No." And I said, "Ooh, this guy's warm and friendly." He said, "What do you do?" And I said, "Well, I do Sinatra and the Boys," and he says, "You need to go to Indian Wells. I think they're looking for somebody like you. In other words, get out of here. Don't take my gig." So I went to Indian Wells the next morning, Indian Wells Resort Hotel, and I said, "Is Dave there?" And no, he's not in today. So I left a promo packet for him. The following day, I get a call. He says, "Is this Frank DiSalvo?" I said, "Yes." He said, "How soon can you come in here?" And I said, "How about 11 o'clock? Anyway, long story short, we sat there for an hour and a half. He said, "You know, I've been looking for somebody like you, and I'm prepared to give you a 5-year contract." And I said, "Whoa." I said, I just got down here, so, you know, let's make it 2 years and we'll figure it out. which we did, and it ended up being 10 years at the place, and they named the place after me, Frank's Place, not Frank Sinatra, and we had great success for all those years, 10 years. Jack Jones, many celebrities came to my show. I can't even tell you how many, and it was a big success.
Now, what type of stuff are you doing now?
Right now I'm freelancing, and I'm doing Agua Caliente with my 8-piece band. I'm doing a brand new show called the Sinatra Story Show, and I'm not an impersonator of Sinatra, but I do his music and I tell stories, 23 songs from Tommy Dorsey Band to the main event at Madison Square Gardens, and every song has a story and every song has a video throughout the song, and my 8-piece orchestra behind me. It's been quite a successful show.
What type of people have come to see you? Dina Martin and some of those other types of people?
Oh yeah.
Go.
Well, like I said, a lot of celebrities have come to my show. Jim Pike from the Letterman, we became really good friends during the last years of his life because he was at my show. Dina Martin, Barbara Rush, an older actress who was very famous. I remember she came. I'm trying to think of Belafonte, her first name, Sherry Belafonte. A lot of people. Jack Jones came to my show 3 times, and the last time he was there, he gave me 2 standing ovations for one of his songs, The Impossible Dream and The Prayer. So it's been a lot of fun. We've brought in a lot of people over the years. I had a very serendipitous situation. When I was doing my show at Frank's Place, a reporter from the Wall Street Journal happened to be staying at the hotel and saw my show. And he says, I want to do an article on you. And I go, for the Wall Street Journal? And I thought that's like, finance. He goes, oh no, we've got a big entertainment section. I go, wow. Well, he wrote a fabulous article on me, and I was so grateful. I mean, I couldn't have paid for that article, but it's on my website if you get a chance to see it, along with other articles.
Website.
My website is frankdisalvo.com. DISALVO.